Good Saturday morning to you, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609 in Central Texas, USA, on another beautiful day in my casita 2019 with 84 square feet of interior space. And we got a little cool front coming through today, tomorrow, Monday, and possibly Tuesday, but it's only going to get down into the middle 40s or so, upper and be in the mid 60s for the highs, or in that range, which is not bad. Today is the day after yesterday. And what else can I tell you? Let me think. Hey, Google, tell us a joke.
One joke coming up.
Okay.
Whoever invented knock-knock jokes should get a Nobel Prize.
You got to be quick on these jokes, because old what's her name ain't a dummy. What else can I tell you? Hey, Google, what's the temperature in Bangor, Maine?
The temperature in Bangor right now is 33 degrees Fahrenheit.
Not bad, not great, but not bad. Hey, Google, what's the temperature in Butte, Montana?
In Butte right now, it's 19 degrees Fahrenheit.
You guys
Due to current wind conditions, it feels like it's 11.
You guys can't get out of that cold weather, can you? Anyway, what else can I say? This is Trenton Clump. That's an it. That's a bumper sticker with a jalapeno. Says Native Texan. That's olive oil from the old Popeye cartoons. That's a miniature RV somebody sent me. Those are bananas, and the reason that aluminum foil is there is somebody told me it keeps them fresh longer, and maybe it does. Anyway, that's olive oil's bra. That's an Everdry dehumidifier that I got from Amazon. And if you want to get one, you can go to Amazon or you go to the description on my videos and click on the link and go to Amazon. Use the link, Anyway, and I don't know how much they are, 20 bucks. Yeah, you can recharge them. You just plug it in and it recharges. What else can I say? It helps a little bit. I mean, I'm not going to say it's a miracle, but it's not too bad. What else? There's a trip coming up soon, guys. I'll guarantee you that. We are in the mode. Old Dad is in the mode. I got all dressed up this morning. This is a Gildan long sleeve T-shirt. I mean, come on, guys. For me, that's like a tuxedo. You know, I mean, I need a black tie. You know, I wore a tuxedo one time, but I had to rent it because I didn't own one. And when you rent them, see, they make them like a general purpose. You know, they got these little clips on the side so that the waist will fit about anybody. Yeah, I really was dressed up. Anyway, spider heads on the sunset, on the Dr. Seuss sunset, says muy bueno. Yeah, that means very good in Spanish. Thank you, Spiderhead. How are you doing? This is the same video, Dr. Seuss sunset. Dale Head, Dr. Rusty for sure. Nothing, nevertheless, spectacular formation of clouds, light and shades of color. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, it was just an interesting sunset. I'd watched it for several minutes before I did the video. Jess Harper, very interesting. Works just as well with wine. Thanks for sharing the view. Yeah, it doesn't matter what you're on, does it? Well, you know, for me, I'm naturally stoned, so, you know, when I add beer, it just makes it worse. Anyway, Wanda Thurman says, just beautiful on the flowers. Gypsy Judy says, I love to cloud watch. I am a landscape painter. One day I noticed a bear in one of the clouds in a painting I had just finished. I looked back at all my other paintings with big billowy clouds, and sure enough, each one had at least one animal in it. I'm not sure what that means. No drinking or drugs involved either. Well, you know, you're just, you know, subconsciously, whatever that means. William Bergen, B-U-R-G-I-N, says on comment call, look up Life Uncontained. You might like it. I believe they're in Texas also. Well, I'll check that out. I'll do a Google search for Life Uncontained. Shift into High is the person's name. Well, now, campers, there's not much clearance. No, there's not much clearance on the regular Prius. Prius doesn't have very much clearance either, but the Casita doesn't. The one I've got, but it doesn't need it. I mean, you know, I'm not planning on pulling it down really rough roads. But having said that, my house runs on sticky notes too. Yeah, I've got probably 15 sticky notes here on my little table. Why? Even though I use the Google Calendar as a reminder, I've always been in the habit of using these sticky notes, and boy, I stick them everywhere. Not kidding you. Well, you know, when you get to be 73, the old memory starts to go south. Anyway, it says, good day, sir, or good sir, I must say, that is a good-looking Ram truck. Yeah, I like my Ram truck. I like my camper top on it and everything. Your setup is awesomeness. Well, for me, it works. Karen Holly. Hello, Karen Holly. Rusty, when are you going to get that outside shower built? I don't think I ever will, but good thinking. I can just envision you like something out of South Pacific, taking your outside shower in the warm weather months. I like that you can open your screened-in windows when you want some cross ventilation and not need AC until it gets hot. Yeah, she left a link to South Pacific, I think. Thank you, Karen Holly. PJ Bickerfull left us a link to Casita Travel Trailers in Rice, Texas. How are you doing, PJ Bickerfull? Is he lost? That's the man's name. Says, Rusty, the back window has to be removed to replace the refrigerator. Thanks for the measurements of the new Casita. Will this refrigerator fit through that window? It might. Pierre Trudell says, is he lost? Me too. I heard that the fridge must come out through the rear window. Well, that's interesting. Well, I'm not going to do it. I can tell you that. Lori Van Hoosier left a link to something, and Dale Head said, wow, Lori, more than a match for those clouds. Thank you. Anyway, so apparently she left a link to something pretty interesting. Check it out. It's on the Sunset. Charlie, are you kidding me? He's talking about the Marble Falls restrooms. No urinal. As a male, I can testify that men pee on the floor, seat, etc. What woman in her right mind would want to use that restroom? Anyway, they were trying to be politically correct. You know what I mean? That is so sick. Anyway, Avlisk on the Casita. For those needing a second battery, if they have $900 to spend, they can effectively get 2 batteries in that battery compartment with a LiFePO 4 lithium iron phosphate battery. Well, wonderful. This is because the typical 100 amp battery can be discharged about 50% of its rated amp hours. In contrast, the LiFePO can use nearly 100% of its rated amp hours. If you are rated 1 amp hour, you need 2. Anyway, he's got a lot of info here. Avlis, thank you very much for your research on the LiFePO 4. All right, guys, let's go on here. Outdoors with Ron. The red and orange flowers are Indian blankets. Well, they are. If you say they are, they are. That from now on, that's it. You're the scientist. They are called that because they blanket the ground as they bloom in massive clusters. Thank you, Outdoors with Ron. Carrie Joe. Really nice home, Rusty. This one's on my list of possibilities. Thanks to you. Well, I have to tell you, I've been looking at casitas for 15 years, and I finally got one. And I've already had it 6 months, believe it or not. Dennis 78382, that's a good-looking travel trailer. Simple lines, clean-looking. I'm glad you're happy with it. Me too. I mean, I really like it. I mean, you know, as far as doing a tiny home and all that stuff, that's just me dreaming. You know, I doubt that I'll do anything. This is probably the last home I'll own right here. Melanie Kilby, beautiful, love it. That's on the travel light. Marcus Lovelace, how are you doing, Marcus, on Texas Life 1945? Yeah. Just got around to listening to this series. Fantastic job recounting the times of your life. Reminds me of the stories Dad told about Waco in the 4950s. Got me to look up the Cushman Eagle. Man, what a machine. Boy, I had one. Cushman Eagle. I had 8 horsepower. They made a 6 and an 8, or 5 and an 8. Anyway, I got an 8. Yep, the old 4-cycle engine. Dang. It'd get you up to about 65 miles an hour. Enough to kill you. Will Hunt, Rusty, now wait. By now you're always looking for the next RV. What happened? LOL. Man, I'm in heaven, that's why. No, I mean, this is home. I mean, I like this. Rip Snorton. 3M is getting rich off of you. Well, good. Who is 3M? MMM? That'll do it. Oh, hey, here's a guy who's figuring to take a trip to the trash can on the tiny home. His name is Ziva Israel. He says, lost your damn mind. Okay, bye, Ziva. Hey, Ziva, watch this. He's gone. Where'd he go? I can't find him. Kevin Tuma. Finished, not furnished. I know I said that in the description that I said the wrong word if you'd read. That damn video is got. I've got more views off that video than any video I've ever done. and I've got more negative feedback. I don't know why they watch it. Anyway, it was just a spur of the moment. Anyway, this is on the Casita. Job 3831. Add doing a frame inspection to your pre-operation checklist. A YouTube full-timer named, yeah, I know, Beck's Cat Herder has had her older Casita frame break on her twice. Yeah, you know, she's got a 1985 Casita, all right? You know, that's 33 years old, all right? So, you know, who knows? I'm not worried about it. If it breaks, it breaks. Alicia Thomas, thanks for the info, Mr. Rusty. You know, I'm not going to get in my Casita like I did with a checklist in an airplane when I had a VFR license, visual flight reference. And yeah, you had a checklist for everything. When you fly an airplane, you got a checklist for everything. Anyway, Lisa said, thanks for the info. You're welcome. One biggin. Hey, I don't comment much on your channel, but thanks for that info. Keep on keeping on, Rusty. Thank you, one biggin. John Sullivan, hey Rusty, that's an old yardstick. That's an old yardstick. Is the one your mom and pops wore out when you didn't mind? LOL. No, actually, when I was a kid, if we got in trouble enough to get a whipping, Daddy make us go cut our own switch. You had to go out and find a limb on a tree and cut it. And if you didn't get a good one, he'd whip you more for that. So you had to get one that you knew was going to punish you. This is on the Sunset. Steedy Dan, I see no characters, but I hear one. Okay. Scotty Thompson's got 4. Cool comment called, do you think you will get a tablet, Rusty? No. Cool video talk. Thank you, Scotty Thompson, for your input. We appreciate it. Enjoy your bowling and all those things that you do. Text to Sturgis. Sturgis and motorcycle stuff. You might want to install a pair of Seva jacks on the back, and then your scissor jacks will slide on when you need them and slide off for storage during travel. Actually, no, I like the jacks I've got. My philosophy is and always has been keep it simple, and those little jacks I've got work, and that's all I need to know. Eliza, there are 200 species of Indian paintbrush depending on where you are. The following links show both round flowers and spiker ones, as well as colors red, yellow, orange in various hues. She left a link. So there's 200 species of Indian paintbrush depending on where you are. And all I need to know is that it's a flower. That's all I'll call it from now on. Artie Ross on the Casita. I want one. Well, get you one. Go tell Jonathan that I sent you and buy one. They'll send me a finder's fee. Mark O. Shields, since you didn't buy the furnace, how do you plan to heat in winter? My God, I said that. It's got this roof AC right here has a heat strip, 1,500 watts. That's it. No, I'm going to freeze. That's what I do. During the winter, I go into hibernation and like a bear. And then I don't come out till spring. That way I don't need a furnace. Artie Ross, did you find a USB port? Congratulations. Really love your Casita. No, what I do right back there where that is, the sun shining right on the screen now. Where this up here, there's a plug, and there's also a cigarette lighter outlet, and you can get a cigarette lighter adapter that has 2, 3, or 4 USB ports. So I've got one of those. Great White Sharky's got a long comment. I'll read part of it. It doesn't matter what time of the daylight hours. If you just look up at clouds anywhere, your imagination will allow you to see many different things. That's true. Smiley faces, dogs, whales, dolphins, etc. And you don't necessarily need to read any Dr. Seuss books. But yeah, when I grew up, that's what we did. We'd lay out on the ground and look at the watch the characters in the clouds, because we didn't have anything else to do sometimes. Mandolins and radios. Oh, thank you very much, Great White Sharky. Mandolins and radios, excellent info and presentation. Direct and sharp, must be right before beer 30. Yeah, it was getting close, so I had to hurry. No, it wasn't. Does your floor mat have image of sundial? No. What do you keep in the center area under the bed leg area of the table? I've got beer under there and chips, and I got my file with all my important stuff in it. I've got all the paperwork for the Casita, and that's it. And other stuff. I don't think of anything. I think I got I got plenty of beer, and I got wine too. Mandolins and Radios says, Rusty, you should have lifted up one of those Post-it notes so people could see the tabletop surface. Yeah, it's true. The whole tabletop's just about covered with them. Just kidding. Have a good Saturday. Thank you, Mandolins and Radios. Billy Irvin. We got 4 more. We're going to make it, guys. Billy Irvin. I just saw your tiny home video and watched you to know I recently purchased a Lear 180 after seeing how happy you were with yours. Thanks for the info, Billy. Yeah, well, I guess so, Billy. Bob O'Rourke. Hello, Bob. Nice information. This is on the Casita. Interiors are really bright and pleasant. I'm only 5'5" these days, so a better fit that way. Great. Yeah, you'd be in heaven. Getting out the door was still a learning experience. Yeah, it takes a little practice. Yeah, you got to learn how to live in a Casita. There's no doubt. Getting in was no problem. Looking forward to your next road trip as I drove through some of the areas you mentioned last year, and I learned a bit more about traveling from your vids. Well, I'm glad you did, Bob O'Rourke. Enjoy your life. Thank you. David Adams, good info and video. Thanks, Rusty. This is on the Casita. What are the measurements of your bath mat? I do not know, but if you'll hang... No, you want me to tell you? It's a square, okay? It's a perfect square, but I'll just show you the kind of guy I am. I'm going to get off my butt and do this right now. I'll tell you, because I always forget. You need to ask me a question I know the answer to. After these messages, I'll be right back. It is, and I quote, quote. Okay. I'm coming back, guys. So you got to do the Casita waltz. You got to do this stuff. I'm coming, Mama. All right, see there, I did. It is, and I quote, who was that now? David. 20 inches by 20 inches, and it's made out of teak wood. So go to my Amazon link, then go to Amazon and find it. Tom Archer on the Casita, yet another nice video from Rusty's Roundup, a nice tour of the very swanky Rusty Radisson. Boy, it is. Thank you, sir. The Casita Independence is still my #1 choice. When I do purchase, I will give Rusty the referral credit. Thank you. Just tell Jonathan at Casita, he's the salesman. Let him know. He'll handle it. Well, he better handle it. He hadn't been handling it too good lately because I ain't got no money in the mail. And I know some people have bought one. But anyway, enough said. From Central Texas, guys, what else? Hey, Google, tell us a joke.
Sure, here's one of my favorites. Whoever invented knock-knock jokes should get a Nobel Prize.
She's getting senile. She's getting old. Hey, Google, how old are you?
It depends on how you look at it. Google was founded in 1998, but I was launched in 2016.
So you're 2.
Sorry, I don't know how to help with that yet, but I'm trying to learn.
She didn't want to admit her age. But anyway, guys, from Central Texas, USA, this is Rusty78609 saying thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything you want, but if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all of my videos. Why? Because I get a small commission. Doesn't cost you 1 penny. What else? Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day won't hurt you. Basically, what I'm saying is stay hydrated. It will help you avoid gout, kidney stones, and it will help you lose weight because you'll be full of water and you won't want to eat so much or snack, and that's what gets you. And what else? Take deep breaths. Breathe in really deep. Hold it for a few seconds and breathe out slowly. Why? Because that relieves stress, and relieving stress lowers your blood pressure. Is that good for you? Yes, yes, yes. What else? Stretch, 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 swivel, 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 walk, walk, walk. Exercise your body once or twice a day. You'll feel better. And when you feel better, everybody around you will feel better. What about that? How's that work? And then what else? Stand guard at the door of your mind. Don't let negative Nancy or negative Ned get inside of your head. This is your head, your brain, and all that frontal lobes and all that. And those little neurons are going making all kind of stuff and making memories and stuff. So put in good ingredients. How simple is that? You know, accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, enjoy your life. What else? That's it, guys. Yabba dabba doo. So from Central Texas, guys, adios, amigos. Carry on. Enjoy your life one day at a time. Bye-bye.